NAZ Today, we will find out what NAU's president plans to do after he steps down.
As well as dog treats that shouldn't be considered treats.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm student anchor Adrian Garola.
And I'm student anchor Trevor Anthony. Thanks for joining us.
NAU's president for more than a decade has decided to step down from his position. NAZ's William Brown went to go find out what President John Haeger has planned for the future.
Whether you've seen John Haeger in his office, at a forum, or having fun at homecoming, you know him as president of NAU, but soon he'll be stepping down.
Originally, the board had asked me to stay till June of 2015, but the more we thought about that, a 2-year lame duck period is not in the best interest of the university. The second thing that factored into this decision was more personal, which is I wanted to do something else, less stressful life. And probably the third thing is one morning I got up and I was 70 years old and I said, I think I'll do something else.
MJ McMahon, Executive Vice President of NAU and longtime associate of President Haeger's, remembered what NAU was like when President Haeger took over.
I think the reason the Arizona Board of Regents liked him so much is because he was an honest president. There was nothing for him to hide. He's always out in front. When we were at a point where we had a $5 million structural deficit, and that's when he came in as president, he told the Board of Regents they were ready to close the university. They said, well, you can't possibly turn that around. Well, he did. He turned it around to where we have, a significant reserve right now.
Board will appoint me to a position that will be known as university professor, and I will teach courses on higher education, leadership, governance, and finance. It's been an absolute pleasure to be president of Northern Arizona University, and actually I have had tremendous support from faculty, staff, and students, and that's what's made it enjoyable.
In leaving the office of the president for the classroom, John Haeger is moving on, but he isn't leaving NAU behind. For NAZ Today, I'm William Brown.
Some dog treats haven't left dogs feeling very treated. NAZ Today's Paige Lawrenson has the details.
It's a mysterious tree-related illness that can be deadly for your pet.
The most severe symptoms are the vomiting and diarrhea, but the real underlying problem causing the symptoms is kidney disease.
The Food and Drug Administration linked pet jerky treat products, most of which were made in China, to 580 deaths and more than 3,600 illnesses in dogs since 2007. But it's not just attacking man's best friend. At least 10 cats have also fallen ill. The FDA says more than 1,200 samples have been tested since 2011, looking for things like pesticides and salmonella.
They have to not only narrow it down to which product, but then which ingredient in that product, and then to see how many different products that one ingredient's in.
Investigators claim to be meeting with regulators in China to share its findings, but experts are still stumped as to what's making these animals sick. In a last-ditch effort, the FDA sent a letter to veterinarians around the nation Tuesday, requesting a urine sample and blood work from ill pets who consumed jerky pet treats.
It's very important to educate veterinarians so that we can educate our clients, and stopping them from eating the treats could reverse any damage that's been done.
Nestle, Purina, Canyon Creek, and Corpse Milo are voluntarily recalling their products while the FDA investigates.
If it's unhealthy and they're warning you against it, then no, you shouldn't be giving it to them.
Halloween is right around the corner, and if you aren't prepared, stay tuned because we will have some tips to get into the holiday spirit.
As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. To make room for the 2014 models, we're clearing the lot, and that means great deals for you on our 2013s. Right now, you'll find rebates up to $10,000 on select Chevrolet models. Choose from a full line of vehicles, including the totally redesigned 2014 Silverado 1500. You can always count on our same relaxed, no-pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.
Modern Grove Neighborhood Eatery and Market defines the heartbeat of our local community by bringing together the food and families that call it home. Modern Grove, located on South Milton Road, open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come enjoy the aroma and taste of our homemade bread, pizzas, and much more. sit outside on our patio for a relaxing afternoon beverage.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Halloween is next week, and we have this year's top 3 costumes. Coming in third place are Walking Dead themed costumes. That means if you dress up as a lovable Carl or the not so lovable Merle, you'll be being chased by zombies all night on the 31st. Coming in second this year is a more of an easy last-minute costume that consists of just a superhero t-shirt. Kind of boring, I know, but the number 1 costume this year, my personal favorite, is Miley Cyrus twerking at the VMAs. And what a costume that will be.
Speaking of costumes, if you don't have one yet, student reporter Imani Payne has some suggestions.
With Halloween just around the corner, now's the time to start planning your costume ideas. Whether you're tight on time or money, or just want a one-of-a-kind ensemble, do-it-yourself Halloween costumes is the way to go. The Flagstaff Goodwill specializes in bringing quality clothing at a discounted price to the community, making it especially attractive to college students on a tight budget. So it's no surprise that so many came here first to find Halloween costumes. 2 NAU students tell us why that is.
It's cheap, especially right now going to school. Tuition's pretty high right now, so any way I can save money, I'm gonna do it.
I like shopping at Goodwill because you always find different things, and I used to come here for t-shirts a lot in high school, but I've gotten all kinds of cool furniture, and you never really know what you're gonna find. It's kind of like treasure hunting.
And treasure hunting is right, as dozens of students piled into the store clawing through racks for the perfect buy at an even more perfect price. However, aside from the extra hustle and bustle during the Halloween season, an employee tells us what the big picture really is behind the Goodwill.
I think that working at Goodwill is a good positive experience for me and the people that we support as well. A lot of the proceeds go to helping people find jobs, as well as helping people who are homeless and can't afford much. So a lot of people, and we're getting a lot of support from the community as well, and I think that's a very positive outlook for me.
Seeing all the cool costumes that people were piecing together, I decided to try my luck and do some treasure hunting of my own. While the options are endless now, Goodwill encourages customers to come out sooner rather than later for the best buys. So if you're looking for a cheap or creative costume this Halloween, make sure you check out a Goodwill, where the only limit is your imagination. For NAZ Today with videographer Will Purnell, I'm Imani Payne.
After the break, find out if those heavier jackets will have to be pulled out, and we take a look at what new movies are coming out. Stay tuned.
For 20 years and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College's commitment to the educational pipeline is vital to your future.
My name is Sheila Hollowhorn. I study mechanical engineering and train as a U.S. Air Force pilot and officer in the CCC to NAU program, which helps students like me transition from the community college to NAU. Upon completion, I'll be giving back by defending our country, and that's why I support CCC.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective, and excellent.
I just got a house full of Suddenlink with an all-new home phone service that can actually do tricks, like send voicemail to email.
It's your mother, call me.
Automatically, and pop caller ID onto my TV, giving new meaning to call screening. Plus, I got E911 to pinpoint our house and unlimited long distance to flatten our bill. Suddenly, the phone company seems cheesy, because Suddenlink just reinvented home phone and made it look easy.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language. and spot a stroke fast.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Keep up with NAZ Today by adding us on Facebook, following our Twitter account at NAZ Today, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Stay connected with us no matter where you are.
I'm student forecaster Virginia Beamer. Beautiful day outside today, even though there were still a few clouds out over northern Arizona. This low pressure system that we saw yesterday that brought us a little bit more of cloud coverage and even some rain to the northernmost parts of Arizona and eastern Arizona is moving out, bringing some light rain to the Four Corners. But that didn't affect our temperatures at all, as we were still a bit above average for today, about 5 degrees above average. The normal for this time of year is 59 degrees, nowhere near the record today of 78 degrees set in 1959. Average for this time of year at night is 29 degrees for the low, so we were right around that as well. Sunset was at 5:39. This weekend, we are going to still see beautiful temperatures. Not really much going on until early next week, so nothing really to worry about there. Beautiful temperatures. This is the time to go out and enjoy, you know, the sun and everything that we love about northern Arizona, because we are going to possibly see some snow by Tuesday. Okay, so this low pressure system is going to actually move down through Arizona, bringing us into a trough where we've been in this very large ridge of high pressure. It's finally moving away from Arizona, and we're going to see some windy temperatures on Monday as that low pressure system moves in, and then possibly some snow, maybe some rain on Tuesday. The forecasts, the models are still pretty up in the air about that, but we'll let you know by Monday what to expect on Tuesday. All right, tonight, 28 degrees outside, mostly clear and calm. Sunset was at 5:39, so pretty average for this time of year for nighttime temperatures. Tomorrow will still be above average, 65 degrees, mostly sunny and warm. Sunrise is at 6:43. Here's a look at the statewide temperatures. 80 is the high in Sedona for tomorrow with a low of 44, 39 the low in Prescott, 74 for the high, and then 90 degrees still in Phoenix. So pretty nice. Here's a look at your 5-day forecast for Flagstaff. 65, 64 this weekend, and then things are going to cool down through next week as we start to see some wind and then possibly some rain and snow. In Sedona, right around 80 degrees for the weekend, and then things cool down just like they cool down here in Flagstaff. They're going to end up at 64 by Wednesday.
A couple highly anticipated movies hit theaters this weekend, and NAZ Today's Danielle Davila has the details.
An 86-year-old man must travel cross-country accompanied by his young grandson. That's the premise behind Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. Hidden cameras will follow the duo during their misadventures.
Grandpa, this thing doesn't work.
Oh, God. Nothing.
The movie is the latest in a series by the extreme comedy team Jackass. A covered-in-makeup Johnny Knoxville plays the main character. Bad Grandpa is rated R. Also hitting theaters this weekend, The Counselor, with an all-star cast including Michael Fassbender and Penelope Cruz. Fassbender plays an attorney who delves into the dangerous world of drug trafficking.
What are you going to use for money?
I've got some money.
I don't think so. If you had any serious money, you wouldn't be this jackpot in the first place.
Make sure to check out You have a good night.
Have a good night.